So this video seems a little random, it's just because it is. So recently I was on another YouTube video and basically this girl was showing specific products that she uses for her hair. So, you know, I was just getting some tips and some techniques, and then she was using this one aromatherapy blend. It was an essential oil blend, and she used it to scent her hair, and she was basically raving about how she was working at her job. This lady comes in and she smells this smell, like wherever the lady would walk she could smell it on her. So she's finally like, you know, she asked the lady like, what are you wearing? And the lady told her that she was wearing a specific brand of deodorant from this one website who like they use essential oils and they used all natural stuff, and yeah, they make essential oil like rollers and as well as sprays and deodorant. And so the girl was like, the deodorant the woman was wearing, first off, she was surprised she could even smell this one's deodorant. Like, how many times do you like smell someone's deodorant, like unless you're like right up on them? But it was enough that she went to the website and she bought it, and like it was not cheap. So not only did she buy the deodorant, she also bought this spray. And so the spray is the essential oil blend, and basically it's just one of the best scents ever. And she gets tons of compliments and people ask her what she's wearing, and it's basically just a repeated cycle of how she found it and other people. So I went to the website and I bought my own. And first off, the reviews on this brand, it's Ambre Blends is the brand name, and so they're just like a really small company, and I think they're like in Indiana or something. The reviews on it are just crazy. Like, people legit get stopped in the street, they walk by people and it's just like one of those things where even when like they'll be wearing their mask and people also wearing their mask will be able to smell them just because they're like in a room, or they'll be walking, they'll be shopping, and someone from like the next aisle will be like trailing behind them and like finally be like, hey, what are you wearing? It's just one of those scents, but it's a unique scent because on everyone it kind of smells a little different. So the scent of Ambre, like first off, you'll learn like there isn't any one like Ambre scent. Ambre is actually like a blend of different essential oils, and that they make the Ambre scent. So it could be sometimes they'll have sandalwood in it, or there's this one essential oil, it starts with an L. It's not a very pretty word at all, but it's one of the main ingredients in Ambre when you think of the scent of Ambre. So I went to the website and I got the spray. This is not cheap at all whatsoever. I already knew it wasn't going to be. Later on I went back and I got one of the oils, and then I went back again to get another oil, and then I went back again to get a deodorant. Like it's one of those things. There's one thing that I noticed that I wanted to make this video because I know other people are going to use this brand, and this is very popular with the scent Ambre. So not just this brand, just Ambre scent in general. A lot of them smell better, smell more potent, and get better with age. So it's not the type of essential oil that goes rancid. We have some essential oils like rose. I know the, rose goes rancid. I've had my like bergamot go rancid. Some of the citrusy ones will go rancid. Like the older it gets, the worse it smells. Some you have to keep out of sunlight because like it'll just spoil it. And so there's some that the longer they sit, the better they get. Patchouli is definitely one of those if you like the scent of patchouli. And then there's just others where after a few months or even after a year, you're just like, I have to toss this. So Ambre is not one of them. And there are, I've seen some comments where people will buy the Ambre blends, or they'll buy other scents, other essential oils that have Ambre in it, and they'll be like, I can't smell it. And so usually when you can't smell something, you think, you know, oh, I've been wearing it for too long, and so I've gotten used to it. Sometimes our noses definitely do get used to things. It's kind of like when you're cooking in your house, and like at first you can like start to smell, I don't know, let's say you're like frying chicken. First thing you like start to smell, like, I can really smell it. And then after a while you get used to it, and then you'll go into another room and then come back in, and then like it just hits you. That's basically sometimes what our perfumes do. This is not what I'm talking about. This is like it's just the batch is too new. So there are different blends of Ambre that are pretty close to the Ambre blends scent. So if you don't want to pay a pretty penny, I've already tried some of the other, I guess, Amber Blend dupes. They're not really dupes. I don't know which one came first. These, because like they're actually sold at Whole Foods, and they're sold at like Sprouts. So some of the more holistic health type grocery stores. So I'm not really sure which one came first, but there's one brand that like smells the closest to the Amber Blend. So if you want to kind of get the idea and only pay like $10 or $11 to figure out if you like it, I would say definitely try one of those first. But don't be surprised, with those scents as well, there are some people who cannot smell them at first, and then you'll have the people who literally, they walk into a room and like you can tell like they're here. Like you just smell this amazingly just warm, wonderful scent. Like it's just, yeah, it's one of those oils you definitely want to put on your I guess, what are those called, heat points, or you know, just points on your body that warm up naturally throughout the day. So it'd be like the back of your neck, your chest for sure, and it'll just like radiate the scent. And that's actually the direct directions, if you go on their website, for the best way to use the oils, because they are expensive, and a little goes a long way if you're using it in the right way. It's definitely not one of those oils where you like, you know, squirt it out and you put it all over your body. Like there's no need for that. You can just use a little bit, but it's depending on your batch if it's going to be ready to use. So I just used the last 3 weeks of my time to figure out different ways to age mine quicker than just waiting for time to go by. Because like I said, when you buy it, you don't know how long has it been made, like when was it just created, and so you know the scent might not be as strong. And so it was so funny, the girl who, like, this is actually not ready yet, I can smell the scent, it smells good, but you need so much of it to smell it, I can tell like it's not ready. Hers, when she was making the video, because first off it's 8 fluid ounces and it's mixed with distilled water to make the oil into a water mist, so you can like spray it on your clothes, you can spray it wherever. I spray it on my pillow, it smells amazing. And sometimes like before I go to bed I want to smell this, but it is not at its best, like it's not where it can be. And you know, instead of continuing to use it and having to use multiple scents just to be able to smell it, I would rather put it away, give it time, and then have it be like treasure. Like it's like people with like specific patchoulis, like they'll sell it on eBay and it'll be like, this oil is 5 years old, this oil is 20 years old, and people pay amazing amounts of money for a freaking aged oil. The longer it's been, the better it gets. So this one isn't ready yet, but there's like a whole community for aging not only perfumes but oils. Like this is something people do with their perfumes, like especially really expensive perfumes. They age it and it will smell very different after having it a year to 2 years, or even just like 3 months, than when they first buy it and they pick it up off of like, you know, the showroom floor. So out of basically the little testing I did, I took both, not only this, but the 2 oils. The oils, I don't have them right now because they're actually in the car. And so I took them and I put them in another, like just like an amber, like one of those colored glasses, and like with a roller ball. You can buy them off of Amazon. And if you don't like using your oil in a spray pump, because some people are like, I feel like I get so much product and I just want like a roller ball, buy your own empty roller balls. And anyways, so that's what I used. I put a little bit in there, and then I left some obviously in the container that it came in. And then so I put 2 on the windowsill and I kept it in direct sunlight all throughout the day for a couple weeks. And then the other ones that I had poured out and put it into the little amber roller balls, I, you know, put on the twist top, make sure it was secure, and I put it in a hot car. I left it in the glove box, so out of direct sunlight, but to where, you know, with cars, like in the sun sometimes they can get up to over 100 degrees inside. Like it's insane how hot they can get. And yeah, basically just left it in the glove compartment for the next few weeks. And you'll see on different reviews on not only the, I don't want to say, yeah, so the dupe brand, it's not really a dupe brand because like I don't know which one came first, so not to say that they made it after Amber Blends, but the brand that they sell in Whole Foods, as well as this Amber Blends brand, like some people do keep them in the car, and now I know why. It makes it smell so much stronger, so much better. Like it'll be amazing. So the one that I got, the first day I got the oil, I'm putting it on, and I'm being pretty generous, and I already knew just from what people have said, just from even the directions on the website, like you only need a little bit, like maybe a dime size, and trust me, it will smell your whole body. You just everywhere, and you'll smell it all day. Like we're talking, people will wear it, and at the end of like a 12-hour shift, still be getting hints of the scent. And so I knew something was off just because I was having to squirt out so much. But the scent was so nice, like I liked it. And so it's like I didn't want to stop, but like I had to stop myself. So that's how I knew that like they needed to be aged. So the ones that were in the sunlight, to be honest, for the first few days, I thought them being in the sunlight, getting the heat, I thought that was helping them, because I had read online some people with some essential oils will put it in the sunlight and it gets better, but some essential oils, it zaps the scent. So the first few days it started to get stronger, but I think honestly that was just the heat warming it up. And so at first I was like, okay, this is the way to go. But then I checked what was in the car, because I just forgot about it for like, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. And the one that was in the car out of direct sunlight smells amazing. Amazing. It's like the rollerball. So you just like do a little bit like that, and it's just, I can still smell it right now as I'm talking. It smells so good. Sadly, the ones that were in direct sunlight, don't put them in direct sunlight. So if you see anyone else talking about how they put their amber in direct sunlight, I think they had the pure amber, like they had the amber that is concentrated. So the Amber Blends amber, it also has a carrier oil. Because most essential oils need a carrier oil. Like this is very natural to do, but I think the sunlight does something to the carrier oil that takes out the scent. So the heat in the car, in the glove box, it did an amazing job. Even with the carrier oil, it smells amazing. It's basically just how everyone has been raving about it online, like on their Instagram, on their website, on YouTube. Like I know it's the real deal. But yeah, so I'm just letting you guys know, don't do the direct sunlight one. Just go ahead, put it in the car. There's tons of people who have been using Ambre Blends for years, and they keep theirs in the car. It will make it smell amazing. Yeah, if you do find the girl on YouTube who's talking about her spray bottle one, I'm actually about to buy another Ambre Blend, so I'm gonna get just the oil. I'm not gonna get the spray bottle again, because I like the oils more. I think they're definitely more concentrated than this is like a distilled water and it has the oil in it. I would just rather just deal with just the oil instead of like doing a spray. But I will say the girl on YouTube, like she's not lying or anything, but you have to understand, like at the time of her making the video, like her bottle, like it was already close to like a year old or something. So the smell she's getting from hers is gonna be, much better than what you're gonna get from yours. Like when you buy it, it's gonna smell like you're gonna like it, but it's going to be faint. So it's like you're gonna be like, that smells so good, and you're just gonna keep on like dousing yourself, and you're just gonna waste very, very expensive product. So like, don't do it. Just if you get it, just understand that you're gonna have to put it away. And so mine is actually just gonna go away. I'll probably put it in a car, and I'll come back and I'll make a video in like a couple weeks and see if it helps. This is one of the ones that I had in the windowsill. The aluminum, I'm hoping it kept it safe. I'm pretty sure it kept it safe from the sunlight, so I should still be okay. But the other ones, I think I might have ruined them. So the batch that I had sitting in the direct sunlight, they just might be just done, and it is what it is. Now I'm letting you guys know. But there are different essential oils you can put in the sun, and it will age them wonderfully. This specific blend is probably not one of them, so just don't do it. Just go ahead, leave it in the car, and yeah, enjoy, because the scent is amazing. And at first, like when you're buying it, you're like, is everyone lying? And like, no one's lying. Their reviews aren't fake. Like, they know what they're talking about, but it just depends on the batch that you're getting. So you might buy it, and as soon as you buy it, you're just like, oh my gosh, this is amazing, and it's perfect just how it is. But if it isn't that fragrant, if you can't really smell it that well, then now you know what to do, now you know what to try, and it could be ready to wear. If you're leaving it like in the car, in like the glove box, or like in your center console or something, it could be ready to wear like within 2 to 3 weeks of just doing that. But yeah, obviously the longer you have it, as the months go by, the better it's gonna get. And yeah, it ages like a fine wine. So yeah, I'll have in the description box obviously the website and the ones that I have. If you want to try, so I have the Invoke too. The Invoke has, I think, a little bit of like lavender or something in it, so it does have a floral type scent. The Amber, just like the original Amber scent, is one of the most popular. So if you're starting off, I would say just like go the most popular one. So the dupe that I've been talking about, you can find it at Sprouts. I'll have the link to that in the description box as well. You can either get it off of Amazon, and it's the same price on Amazon as it is in Whole Foods. If you can't find it in Whole Foods, I remember I had to go to 2 different stores because they were out of that specific scent. So it's still like a fan favorite at Whole Foods, but it'll give you a good idea of what the original Amber, this one, smells like. But yeah, so of the Amber blends, there's another one called Invoke, and so I have that one as well. And so like I said, that one is this blend, but it also has floral undertones. So there's a little bit of difference, and I think they have 3 other scents, but I have not tried those. It's like Anu, and yeah, some other stuff I can't remember. But I haven't tried those, so I don't know. But they are unisex, and like I said, on different people they're going to smell differently. I think if you're like a perfume or just like a scent connoisseur, you already know dry skin holds scent differently. So like dry skin, it's going to be harder to smell something on you than it is someone who is like moisturized or uses maybe like a dry oil. That's why oils, like, they carry the scent better than like a perfume. I think most people know that, but also your specific scent of just who you are is definitely going to influence how the scent of like your perfume or your essential oil is. And yeah, that's just how it is. There's nothing you can do about that. So some things smell better on certain people is basically what I'm trying to say. But for the majority of people who try it, like, it just smells really, really, really good. And a lot of people are going to be like, you smell amazing. You smell so good. So if you like getting compliments and things like that, then this is definitely a scent to try.